Well, after a long day, I think I'm done. So it's pretty dark outside right now. Just wanted to kind of do a final reveal. There's still maybe some touch-up things to do, but the TV is essentially floating off the wall with this shelf. I know that light source is kind of messing with everything here, kind of creating a glare. I'm just afraid I'm not going to have enough light to do anything. Have a wireless remote for it. So yeah, see how dark that is without it? So I think it's a necessary evil to kind of show how everything looks. But it's all hanging off the wall, and from a sitting position, it just looks like a couple shelves coming off the sides. I thought about putting this shelf, on the top instead of the bottom. It just looks better to me, I think, on the bottom. I really like that height, how that kind of came out. The downside, that's one long board. It's just got 6 screws up in the bottom. So there's a lot of unsupported weight. And then notice that I did a little gap between the wall, so I could kind of use that as a channel for cables. Kind of not an intentional design so much as just how it came out. And then there's the shelves. Switch games, Switch controllers, all of that, and then just kind of a mess. Don't really have any organization right now, but from standing at the front, you can't really notice that. I may trim this out still to hide all the plywood edges. Depends on how much it bugs me. For right now, I think it looks totally that 80% I was talking about. Good enough. And then ran all the cords over here so that I got a really clean look of one power cord coming all the way over here. There's the remote switch, and it's just a bird's nest in here. Some of the games for the other systems. And really, I haven't pulled out the other systems and played anything for a while, so chances are they're not going to stay on this assembly, especially if I end up getting another TV for the guest room. I'll probably do a wall mount like this in there, and then I'll put all that stuff in there, and that way the sizes will be more appropriate, because if you just look at the Xbox here, without even considering its cords, it's already got a pretty good overhang on both sides, not to mention a lot of weight. I could definitely see one morning coming up and everything had failed, but this is all solid wood all the way through, so aside from maybe a little bit of warping, I think it can handle that weight just fine. Probably don't want to do pull-ups from here or anything, but I really like this clean look. Don't have any furniture under it. When I totally have the availability to have my chairs be stored under it if necessary. And so people can sit right here and be a part of the room. So overall, I like it a lot. One of the difficulties on putting the TV on, the TV was a lot lighter than I thought it would be. And so I was able to kind of mount it by myself, but I went about it a little bit the wrong way. I really should. What was successful once I had a helper is you mount the two bottom bolts first, which have the slots in them, and that way you can kind of fiddle those until you get the top two. That worked really well once we switched over to that. I was struggling for a while and even managed to drop the TV on my arm. Minor injury for a mess maker, but you know, I probably wouldn't do what I do if you have any concern for safety. So anyway, that's the final project. Thanks for checking everything out.